What's up, guys? I'm Mike.
I'm Luke.
Today we're back reviewing all the blue cards from One Piece's OP08 Two Legends. We are ranking them on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the most unplayable thing. Why would you print this? 5 being this is potentially game warping and warps the way you and your opponents build decks in the format. And starting it off is actually our red-blue leader, because all of his support cards in this set are blue. A Marco leader.
Marco.
So hype. The GOAT. I do wish we had different alt-art leader styles. Just because he could do some cool action shots, you know, eventually. Not that it doesn't look good, just is not what I would want. But we're here, we got it. 5 cost, 4 life leader, red, blue. Draw on 1, activate main once per turn. Feels like an attack trigger, it's not. Draw 1 card, then place 1 card from your hand on top or bottom of your deck. Then up to one of your opponent's characters gets minus 2,000 for this turn. It's a 4.5. This card is crazy. We're talking card selection. We're talking setting up top deck effects. We're talking minusing opponents to put them in the red removal range. My God, how good is this card, Luke?
Oh, that's ridiculous. This is really good. Sanji plays are gonna be so stonks. Like, this is really cool.
The second RP Law is gone, it's like, it's Marco's time, baby.
Oh man, Marco is here. Marco is here. This is so sick. I'm really excited, actually.
Yeah.
Let's get into this. Oh, what am I? Oh,
yeah,
dude,
yeah, yeah, right, yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah, 4.5.
You're like, it's so good.
It's so good.
I
don't even have to tell you. Yeah, I thought this was agreed upon.
And now moving on to the blue cards. A lot of Whitebeard support in here, all in blue, with the exception of the SPAs, obviously. We have Atmos. He's back as a 4/6, but a 4/5 with 1k counter. With on play, you may reveal 2 cards from your hand with Whitebeard Pirates, which is kind of one of the new mechanics you're playing with. It's revealing Whitebeards from hand or revealing Whitebeards from deck. If your leader has Whitebeard Pirates in its type, you may return up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less to its owner's hand.
So you reveal your hand. You reveal 2 cards.
Yes, you show them 2 cards and say Whitebeard Pirates.
And then you bounce 1 into their hand.
Only if your leader's also Whitebeard Pirates. So it has to be this Marco. It doesn't work in any other deck, unfortunately. Even if you're running Whitebeard Pirates in.
Contextually, is this good? Like, contextually, is this what we're trying to do?
Your opponent plays their 3/5, and then you play your 4/5 and remove the 3/5 on curve. That seems good.
Sure, yeah, but
I don't know if it's good in the I don't know if it's good in the format.
Yeah, they have hand knowledge, and I don't know if I want them to have that.
But you can cycle the card with the leader ability.
That's true. I could put it
so
on.
And they don't know.
Oh,
they don't know where it goes.
Trixie.
Right. So I think this is like a 3. I think this is it's almost a 3.5. It's like I would rather play this than a lot of other like on curve cards we play because it has interaction that's good early in late game. Because 4 is a pretty easy cost to get some value out of.
Yeah.
I don't think it's good like into like what's going on right now per se. For example, like against like RP Law, you know, like they play a Zoro Joro on 2, and you're just like, all right, return the hand, or second turn. And then you're like, play this, return the hand. Like, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
And then you can choose to activate leader ability later on. Or
yeah, I mean, if
you're
on curve, you can. But
yeah,
if you're going first on your 3rd turn, you can bounce their 4-drop they played on their 2nd turn on 4 dawn, and then cycle the card with all the cards.
That's cool.
Also, you can not cycle one of the cards because it's good.
Yeah.
And then just.
You could just let your opponent like squirm, right?
Like you show them 2 2Ks, and it's like, yeah, you should always be thinking I have like 2 2Ks.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are you gonna do about it?
That's fair. Yeah, I think I might give this a 3.5. That's
nice.
Cool. Yeah.
Move away from Whitebeard for a moment. We have Aphelandra. Aphelandra. I don't know. You're the Boa player. I'm the Boa simp. But you're the Boa player. I just know about Boa. You know about Amazon Lily.
I think maybe I'm both now. Yeah.
But I'm the with a capital TAG.
You're the Boa simp?
Well, listen, it's Robin and then it's Boa, but they're basically 2 women cut of the same cloth.
Yeah, mine is just Boa, so I don't know.
Okay, fine, I'll take Robin. That's fine. You kidding me? You're like, I will give you Robin, Nico Robin, one of the best characters in One Piece. Yeah, we'll take it.
I literally got the most beautiful card. Anyway, 3 costs, 4k power, 2k counter, activate main. You may return this character to the owner's hand if your leader has Kuja Pirates type. Place up to 1 character with a cost of 1 or less at the bottom of the owner's deck.
This card confuses me. Is there a way to cheat this in the play, like from your deck?
No.
So that you. Because it reminds you of the pudding from the Sanji Zoro deck.
Yeah.
Where like it's a 2 cost. You can cheat in with the cards that look for 2 costs, then you put it in your hand.
What it is actually is just like it's a 2k counter that you can option in to bounce. You could option it to play and bounce so that you get Boa effect to draw a card. I think that's literally.
But it goes to bottom deck though, so you're not really bouncing. Like
if it removes things from field with effect.
Sure. Yeah. I know how it works. I'm saying like.
But it's not bounced.
It feels like it's only good if it actually hits your opponents.
Yeah.
Because you can hit your own just to trigger it, but you can't get back for like counter. You know what I'm saying, right? Like the target.
Sure,
but that would be
yeah.
the best version of this card, is if it was bottom deck or bounce, so you can return your Gloriosa just to draw in our card and then
Right,
lose the hand,
yeah.
right? So this just feels like a weird middle ground version of what could be a really good
Yeah,
card.
you're cycling out things by giving up things on board, which is...
I guess you play an Amazon Lily to turn on the on-play of a future Amazon Lily card,
yeah.
but we already agreed before those aren't good.
But I don't think you're actually playing Amazon Lily. Yeah.
Right,
exactly.
I'm just taking like another angle. It's like maybe that's what they're thinking.
Sure, yeah, you do this to the snake because you can't do this.
This with the snake.
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking that. I was thinking like the like playing like Marigold after this, right? Which is you have to have two Amazon Lily or Kuja Pirate cards.
Yeah.
Or is it just Kuja Pirates? Well, maybe it doesn't work with this card. Maybe it's just Kuja Pirates.
Maybe it's Kuja Pirates.
I don't know. These cards are all.
I mean, Kuja Pirates and Amazon Lily is the same.
These
trait,
cards are
but,
all
like,
twos, so let's just move on.
Yeah. Let's not think about it.
She's a sweet, sweet girl, though.
Yeah, I like her.
Hey, we have another Edward Weevil for the Edward Weevil combos with Mommy. We now have 2 4/5s and a 4/6.
Yeah.
All 7 Warlords are replacing Dofi. 4/5, 1k counter. Dawn 1 when attacking. Return up to 1 character with cost of 3 or less to the other's hand. Is this better than the reorganizing one?
I'm trying to think that it's. I don't think it is better than the reorganizing one.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't know. Like every single
I
time
think
they make
2
an
Dawn
Edward
to
Weevil,
2
like,
Dawn to return a 4 cost would be like better, probably.
Yeah. Edward Weevil cards have this weird effect on me where I'm trying to determine if it's good or not, except for the one that's literally just like, draw a card.
I feel like Oda went to Bandai and was like, listen, I'm cooking with this character. It's gonna be forever. So if you can just print a bunch of cards and people don't forget who he is before we get to him, that would be peak, you know?
Because I feel like we've seen him for like at least like 6 sets now.
Yeah, we got him in EB, OP07, and now this. And then he was in the starter
He was
deck
in
blue.
5, right? He was in OP05?
Was he in 05? What's he in 5? EB had the draw card, and then we just got the reorganizing one in the new one.
We got one in the earlier sets too.
The starter deck blue, there was one. Was there another one? There was a 2/4.
I think it might have just been the starter deck.
Yeah. But 3 in a row.
I don't know, man. Seems like an agenda.
Is this even the time period for him?
I feel like
this is all pre-time. I guess it means it's post-time.
Do we have more Edward Weevil cards than we have like Robin cards?
It depends. You count Miss Sunday?
No.
Then maybe.
Wow.
But if you count Miss Sunday, no.
Okay.
Yeah. Papa Robin? Vanilla Robin? Do we count the purple one? The one-on-ones?
Oh, Robin?
Do we count the one-on appearances?
Sure,
okay, so that's 3. So then we're down by 1. But if you count Miss Sunday, I think we're up by 2.
Cards at 2.5. Oh god.
Yo, I know we can't read this one, but this art is cracked. The texturing on this is gonna go so hard, dude.
Is that die?
Yeah.
Oh, the goat.
The goat. This is the new Edward Newgate. If you thought Edward Newgate was good, here's new Newgate. It's a 10 drop because a 9 drop just wasn't good enough for a 12k. On play, if your leader's type includes Wipe Your Pirates and you have 2 or less cards in life, until the end of your opponent's next turn, all of your opponent's characters cannot attack unless they discard 2 cards from their hand. Hi guys, it's Editor Mike here with a message from the future. Yeah, we're dumb. We thought the way this Newgate works is that when it resolves on board, your opponent makes a choice. Discard 2 cards from their hand, or none of their characters can attack. How it actually works is that your opponent's characters are all blanketed with an effect individually that forces them to discard 2 cards to declare an individual attack. So if your opponent has 4 characters and wants to attack with all 4 characters, they must discard a total of 8 cards at the start of every attack declaration on their next turn. So we were rating it based on a wrong understanding of how this card works. That's how it actually works. So, oh my god, is this card so much better than we thought. I think what's really interesting about this is that it's in this red-blue removal shell where there's not too many things to stop, and it doesn't stop leader attacks, notably, as well. I know this card's good because it showed up in the few lists that have performed well, and obviously look at how it's traded and stuff like that. But I feel like this card isn't actually that good in One Piece, because I feel like the only time we're giving up 2 cards is really bad for them would be if their hand size is that low, they're probably a Zoro deck where everything's already on board. I don't know, this card just feels weird to me. I really like it. I think it's cool. I think it's interesting design. I think it's a new design for the game. But when I really, really think about this card, at least the way the game's being played currently, I don't feel like there's that great of a space for it. And so I'm going to give it a 3.5.
I don't know. I might have to disagree because, like...
Go for it. No, please.
Yeah. I feel like you play this against, like, BY Luffy. You play this against... I mean, like, I think BY Luffy won't be as impactful next set. I just think that this is good because it drops 2 cards from their hand. And if you play this early, it's even better. So, like, if you play this
the earlier you play it is obviously better.
Yeah,
I will agree with that.
Yeah.
My thing is that I feel like the decks you were bringing up, like BY Luffy and NL, in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
It feels like the times where it's good would be win more because they're like, okay, I'll just take a turn off and tap out and set up, and you just tapped out.
Yeah.
So you're attacking with base powers this whole turn, and so I feel like it's just like it's fine to not give up the 2 cards, right? Like those are 2 cards you could have gave to countering the base power attacks. This is the current turn if you're like reading the Newgate.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like this should be more exciting than it is. I'm willing to be completely wrong about this.
Yeah. I feel
it
like
might just be the condition of the format right now.
I feel like this is one of those cards that, like, we won't know how impactful it is until it is played against us, I feel. Like, I think, like, it's just, like, the way that I read Ace also felt kind of underwhelming.
Sure.
Until I was playing Ace and being Ace played against on me. And then I was like, oh, this is a sick as hell card. I think this is one of those type of cards where it's like, we won't know until we see it in the context of the game state. Yeah, so.
This also feels like it would be better in, like, different versions of a blue deck, and unfortunately you can't play it in, like,
right.
I would love to see this in, like, a Crocodile blue deck.
Right,
example,
yeah.
Right? More than in this Marco version. I think that's also what has me hung up. It's like, a lot of what this Marco deck is doing, I feel like you have better, consistent avenues to explore than this piece. But granted, you can just bottom deck it and draw the card. Like, you can just get rid of it when you don't need it.
Yeah, you just filter it out,
Yeah. We got Kingdew.
Kingdew.
What is the Kingdew loop?
Kingdew. 4 cost, 4k power, 2k counter. Activate main once per turn. You may reveal 2 cards with Whitebeard Pirates included in their types from your hand. This character gains plus 2,000 power for the turn. We're really just showing people that we have Whitebeard Pirates in our hands.
Yep. I mean, it is the 2k counter. We're not really trying to play it per se. But, you know, for being a 2k counter, I'm happy to have a flexible attacker, especially with some of the windmilling options we're going to have later in this deck. So I'm going to give it a 3.5.
I'll give it a 3. Dude, is his cape, like, cemented into his, like, pecs?
No, does he have... No, I think... Oh! Well, maybe.
Is he, like, pierced?
Is it giant nipple rings and it's on the nipple ring? His nipples are just, like, really on the outside?
His nipples are what's holding his cape up.
I don't know.
This is crazy. I never wanted to look at that, yeah.
Oh.
Maybe they're just loose macaroni elbows.
Oh, I want to move on.
We're going to move on.
What do we got here? Moments before tragedy.
We got Thatch. 4 cost, 5 moments before tragedy. 4 cost, 5k power, 1k counter. If this character is KO'd or leaves the field due to an opponent's effect, place this character in the trash instead and draw 1 card. So if it gets bounced?
Yeah, so any removal not by combat.
Okay.
3.5. Card's great. You have to attack it.
Or
else your opponent gets value.
It's also just like, I don't know, like it's a 4 cost for 5k that prevents itself from like it's basically, it functions as a blocker that swings, right?
But removal rules the game right now.
That's true.
So removal that's like, okay, you played your card and I got a card back.
Yeah.
And then if you don't, I'm just swinging my card. Like, it feels similar to like Hawkins, where it's like you have to deal with it, but you don't want to have to deal with it.
Yeah. But I mean, just like Hawkins, we just ignore it and swing over it, right?
Like, I think you're not thinking about the ways this deck goes wide, and we'll get into some of those pieces later,
okay,
right?
yeah.
Whereas like you're not maybe even just playing this piece on the play. This piece on curve is probably fine as well. But like you're getting this as additional value on board, so it's like you have to do something.
Right.
Opponent, you have to do something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm pretty
that.
high on this card. I've also done testing for the Margot deck guide, so like I feel better about this
I can
card.
definitely see how it like functions, and I see how this is really good, right? Because effectively it is like it's basically a tap down blocker, right? So they have to deal with it the minute it taps down. So that's, you're controlling the board state by having them attack into it, which is cool.
Yeah.
Because like if they have to KO it, or like they either have to KO it or they have to be blue. So yeah, and if they waste like Gravity Blade on this, it feels bad. So
What do you mean they have to be blue?
like the only other way to deal with this,
No, if it leaves the board for any effect, it draws a card.
oh, JK, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Due to opponents.
Yeah.
So you can't do it to your own
Yeah,
thing and draw a card.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like it literally outs every type of removal in terms of
Okay.
you did something and I
Okay.
replaced my card in hand.
Might be on it again.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 3.5.
Sticky.
Yeah. I think this is cool because it kind of like is reminiscent of like the 4 cost red Marcos.
They're like, we made removal too good though.
Yeah.
So this is new Mark.
Yeah, we made removal too good. So here's a thing that can't be removed, but it's kind of just subpar based 4 cost.
It's no Hawkins.
Yeah.
It's no Hawkins.
Yeah.
For sure. But it feels close enough.
It's cool. I like it.
We got Shaki.
Oh my god.
Let's go. We love Shaki. 6K, 5 cost, 1K counter. This is one of those cards where it feels powerful, and I think the tempo is interesting because it is 6K base. It's not leader swing. Your turn, once per turn. When a character leaves play from one of your effects, if your opponent has 5 more cards in their hand, they place 1 card from their hand on the bottom of their deck, then rest this card. So you must rest this card. It's not already rested. So you, if you're going to activate something like this, unless you need to remove the blocker first, you're gonna want to attack with this card and do that first. My only hang up is that obviously we did this on 5, then our opponent would be tapping on 6, having to swing to a 6K. And choose between how we do that and populate a board on my 6th on turn. But because we're not going to get to do it until the turn after on 7 Dawn, our opponent's got 8 Dawn to work with. So I just don't know if it's good enough because of that, and because it's a 5 cost and a 6K body. I really like the design, but I feel like it falls a little bit short. So for me, it's a 3.
Yeah, because you also have to. Yeah, the character has to leave play.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be like in your Boa deck. It's an Amazon Lily card.
Yeah.
So you like Gravity Blade, and then you draw for your Boa, and you nick a card out of their hand. After you attack with this for 6.
Yeah, so it has to have setup. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bit slow for me taste.
Oh, what you gonna give it then, Governor?
I'm gonna give it a 2.5.
All right, good.
Where'd that come from? I have no idea why did that come from.
I've done multiple Christmas Carol play stage before. Jozu, take it away, Luke.
It is a 6 cost, 7K power, 1K counter. On play, you may return one of your characters other than this card to your hand. Return up to 1 cost 6 or lower character to the original owner's hand.
This is why they had to make Thatch your opponent, because you could combo with this and you just draw a card also. I think this card's okay when you remember that like you're gonna play Ezo in this deck probably, right?
Yeah.
I think it's just fine.
Oh, dude.
Especially when you can roll it.
Do I buy those SP Searcher Ezos? They're like $22 right now. Hey, if you're watching this video and there's still $22, you should buy them, but also don't buy them until I buy them. So.
Or you can just get the new Altar one in premium set.
Oh, true, huh?
Oh, true.
Oh, true.
3.5. Scaled removal, or scaled tempo, right? Like you're already looking to play Spoiler Bodies early. You also see that we haven't hit it yet, but we have like this and other combo pieces where it's like, oh, we already did the combo, let's reset it and then play it again on the following turn, right?
Do it again. Yeah.
While we tempo our opponent out to give us time.
That's sick.
So I give it 3.5.
I'll give it a 3.5. It looks cool.
They're wild for this shot.
They are wild for this shot.
They're wild for this sweet
This is
tea.
crazy, dude.
4/6, Amazon Lily. 2, moving on.
Uh-huh.
This card's also really interesting. Also, I love the art. This one's super
Speedle.
cool. 5,000 for 4, 1K counter. On play, reveal top card of your deck. Place it on the top or bottom of your deck. If the revealed card includes Waiter Pirates as type, this character gains Rush. So you can either use this to dig for setup cards, right? If you're like tapping out, or if you haven't used Marco yet and the sequencing allows, you can set up a card, then play this and give it Rush. And give something minus 2K to attack him into.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Flexy,
and
baby.
it's rushing, so it's rushing into something that's like minus 2,000.
Yeah, I think the only thing is obviously being a blue-red leader, your opponent's probably already thinking about Rush at all times. So it's less of a got you card compared to like teching in like blue Rush Usopp, right? But I think it's really good. It's got counter. It plays into the Whitebeard stuff. I give it 3.5.
Yeah, I give it 3.
How about your boy here, Luke?
Oh, Namule?
Namule.
3 cost, 2K power, blocker. On play, draw 2 cards, and then return 2 cards from your hand to top or bottom of the deck in any order. This is 20 Doctors, but better?
No, $20 is a 2/2.
Oh, okay.
This lets you dig your deck 2, and then either set up 2 on top for combo, or just put them to the bottom, so you're actually just like filtering 2 to dig 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Play it off combos. Good to if you don't end up blocking with it, good to bounce for some other stuff. It's a 2.5, but it's pretty good.
Yeah. 2 to 2.5.
Yep. All right, so I'm nicknaming this next set of cards Buddy Boosters because everyone's got them now. In this set, the last set, we got Buckin. Your turn on play, up to one of your Edward Weevils gains 2,000 power to his turn. So we got the give all your choppers boost. We got the what's it, Hattori, Lucci's bird, boost Lucci. Yeah. We have the elephant boosting Spandine. This is in that cycle. I call them Buddy Boosters. That I'm coining it right now, and it's a 1. Look at this AA I have to afford. Oh. Dude, with the texturing, dude.
Oh, that's gonna be sick.
My god.
2 AA aces in a row, huh?
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
And there'll be 3 for the set.
At least it's a rare, though. It's not bad. It'll be like $12, maybe.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I still gotta shell out, though. 5/6 with on play, reveal the top 1 card of your deck. You may play up to 1 character with white beer pirates, included in the type, and a cost of 4 or less. After this, place the rest on the top or bottom of your deck. So, to recontextualize everything we've seen, we play this, we cheat this, and we potentially give it a rush. Let's say we put 2 cards back on top from Namule, right?
Yeah.
We play this, we cheat something in the play for a turn, and then we return this. We turn the ace or that card with Jozu to replay the ace or put the card back in hand for counter. Let's say put this 2K, right? We put it in play, and then we play Jozu on the following turn, and then we return 2K and bounce something. We put Thatch in the play, and that's just a body they have to deal with. We put Atmos in the play. It has an on-play ability that lets you bounce stuff to your opponent's hand. And that's not even before we get into the red white beer cards. You can just put a Marco blocker in the play. You can put a 4/6 Atmos in the play. You can just put an Ezo in the play and dig more. Ooh. You can play 9-drop Sanji, turn over Portas.D.Ace, turn over another card. Play Namule as a blocker, right?
We're doing Warlord shenanigans, but I don't know, way cooler, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
4.
Yeah, 4.
4. Card made me sad when I read it. Thank you for loving me. 1 cost main. Your leader's type includes Whitebeard Pirates in it. Look at the top 3. Reveal up to 1 Whitebeard card or Monkey D. Luffy card and put it into your hand. Then place the rest of the cards in the bottom of your deck. Trigger draw 1. I don't know how great this card is. If you're specifically running like the Rush Luffy or some like tech in the deck, this card's like good, right? It's then immediately better than Ezo. But I don't think this card's that great in general. So
yeah, of the searcher
and it makes
events.
me sad every time I have to look at it. So I'm gonna give it a 2.5.
Yeah, of the searcher events, I don't think this is like one of the better ones. I think it's worse than the other searcher events because I don't really think you do run Monkey D. Luffy Rush. I don't know. I don't think you do.
I think one immediate way to make this card better is the trigger was draw 2 bottom 1 instead of just draw 1 random card. It just or draw 2, put 1 on top or bottom. Like this is like played into the Marco stuff a little bit more.
Unless I mean, yeah. Unless you set it up, and then you want to draw that card for some reason before. I don't know.
It's just like so you get choice of putting on top or bottom, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
You also don't have to activate the trigger if you already put something there.
I think it's 2.
This card I think should have another alt art like event. This should have been the second one, because imagine the texture.
Yeah.
Luke, give it to us.
Yeah, it's a 3K. Sorry, it's a 3-cost counter ability.
Yeah, this one's This one's
that's
templated
weird.
really weird, dude.
This is a 3-cost counter event. Give your leader or up to one of your characters plus 3,000 power for this battle. Then reveal the top card of your deck and play up to 1 cost 3 or less character with Whitebeard Pirates included in its types. Place the remaining on top or bottom of your deck.
You can't take our king so sudden. I'm sure this is getting a little bit of a rework for the English release.
Yeah.
So this card's interesting because most of the relevant cards are 4 cost. You can cheat a Namule into play, so then you can block a following attack and get its on play trigger. You can put an Ezo in the play and actually dig for something. You can put the 2-drop blocker Fosa or the other ones from Red Whitebeard Pirates in play. I don't think it's that great.
I don't know if
I'd rather this be a 2K counter for 2 that does this.
It's just that like in every single red deck where I have the option to use Radical Beam.
Yes, or if it let me dig for the card. If I didn't have to set it up and it was like top 3, find something, I would be more on this card.
Right.
But the fact that it's like I gotta set it up and then my opponent doesn't play into it where I want to actually play this event, it's like
feels like you're playing 5D chess for like a very low payoff.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna give it a 2.5.
Yeah.
I think it's still better than the average event that's at like 3 costs, but yeah. My boy going hard, dude. Just love this scene over and over again.
Yeah.
Phoenix Seal 4 cost event. You may reveal 2 cards include Whitebeard in your hand. Place a cost 6 or lower character on the bottom of his deck. Just Pretty clean, straight removal. I mean, obviously, you can just pay 4 and bottom deck a 5 or less with 3,000 worlds.
Yeah, with 3K worlds. Yeah.
But this one is searchable.
Yeah.
In the archetype, so that says something that
Yeah.
like goes a distance. So I think it's like a 3. It's a decent enough removal.
I think I'll give it a 3 because it's just one more step up above 3K worlds, and that's fine.
You just have trigger, which is the disappointing part.
That's true.
Even trigger draw a card would be like nice. And then Luke, here you go, just for you. It's back.
Oh,
it's back.
Moby Dick. It's the second Moby Dick. It's the one that came after the first one got blown up.
It's the scene from How to Train Your Dragons 2. You're as beautiful as the day I
Oh
lost.
yeah. I don't know though. I don't know if actually that's true.
No, I don't think it is.
2 cost, your turn, once per turn, stage card. When one of your characters with Whitebeard Pirates included in its types leaves play from an effect, draw 1 card and place 1 card from your hand on the top or bottom of your deck.
Yeah, it doesn't give you any actual card advantage. At first, I was so excited reading this card.
Trigger play this card, by the way. So.
I was like, oh my god, you play this card, and then every time they KO something, you just draw it. I'm like, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's so good. That's literally the best. If we're not ever, and it's the best way to out the fact that we printed so much good removal characters and cards and leaders in this game without having to start banning stuff or making like really overpowerful statted bodies to get around the reduction or the cost. Like I was like, oh, just give everything. If you do it, I draw a card, which is still tempo for them because the card's in my hand now. But nope, it's just cycling, and we already do enough of that. So I'm gonna say,
yeah, I don't think it's worth it.
You can go back to the bottom of the ocean.
Oh no.
I'll give it a 1.5.
1.
And Luke,
Yeah.
I would say that is it for the blue cards.
Oh.
But
Oh.
I don't remember this in SP. There is! It
Oh!
is Moria. Oh, we forgot the green XP. We gotta
Oh
do that
damn,
after.
we gotta do that again.
Oh no! Hey, if you're watching this one now, you now realize why there was a weird cut in the green one. Those would count before this. It started deck Moria.
Yeah.
Yeah. On play
Cool.
returns a Warlord cost 4 less. Yeah. Some trash.
This is cool.
Nice.
This is Doffy Stonks.
It's Doffy stonks. Although there is the original store championship one as well.
True.
So now they had to get another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
this
cool.
one's cooler.
Yeah, we'll say it's cool. That is it for our blue card review. Let us know in the comment section down below what cards you're most excited for, or if there's anything you think we graded wrong. We always love to hear what you guys are thinking and challenge what we think so we can get bigger brained player.
That's exactly what I want to do.
Yep. And if you haven't checked them out already, our red and green guide are already public. And if you're watching this video public right now, members already have access to all the other colors for our color guides. So if you want to get them right now, you want to support the channel, you can become a member for 30 days access to content up to 2 weeks early. We really appreciate that. It makes us easier to dedicate time to give you guys cool new content here. But until we see you guys next time, we have purple coming out tomorrow. And we'll see you when we see you.
Bye.